we've been jumping off different products, different companies. And I think about some few years ago, we decided to start Wi-Flix. And it's been an amazing journey so far. There are a lot of bigger things happening in the organization. Our user base is also growing as well. Faces in the conversations that we're having, and also help dominate. This is like very important in the roadmap. As I said, my life goes way back into tech. Way back, I wanted to start, and not even I actually started a music streaming platform, and it failed. That's normal. You start, you fail, you start again. And it was out of this year to feel as if in the African ecosystem of music and streaming lovers. I'm a music fanatic. I'm a music person as well. I listen to a lot of music. I watch movies. It would easier. And I'm even trying to cut my time, to move away from screening movies, watching movies, going to the cinema and stuff. Most of the time, he doesn't even know. I tell him I'm in a meeting. I'm actually in the cinema, trying to watch something or catching up with something I haven't seen for a very long time. And that is how I play my free time. So talking about movies, streaming and stuff, with somebody who really understands tech and can build similar platforms, I thought it was a beautiful opportunity to start something. But then I wouldn't say it was a smooth opportunity or smooth stuff in the beginning. Going back 2014, I started half beats, and it never worked because I had two main problems: trying to connect to the localized payment system to be able to take payment, to showcase to investors and people I'm bringing on board. I hate the platform really works, and also trying to get content, because there's one thing being able to build, and the other thing being able to get the source for the build, and that was where the problem is. So I couldn't make it, and I joined other telecoms, went back to my roots because I'm a tech person. I work in a telecom company, join commercial teams, build up products and stuff. And then in one of those meetings, I met my partner. This is back between, I think, 2015 thereabout at Airtel in Ghana. And it was a beautiful conversation we had. I'd already seen he's way deep into the content stuff, because then he was working with another tech company that was into content, but it would be great for him to speak from his perspective on that. But moving forward, life changed. I moved back to Europe because of my family and stuff. And then I went back working or looking for other jobs. Like, ended up working for another, media tech company. So I still went into media. And then, after being in a media tech business for some time and knowing what was in the ecosystem, I started trying to, what would take me to go back and do it again, bring it back to Africa and make it work. Who should I get? Because I knew where my problem was. Half of the issue have been solved within time, because then we have the likes of Paystack, Flutter, we have the likes of, payment systems, all, propping up in the region. So payment was solved, the build can be done, but who to be content, who to solve content. Then I started thinking of. So I think it was up until then, after making some few calls and based on some few recommendations and going back to my notes, I was like, hey, my main man Bright is there, let me give him a call. And this is where I'm going to need him to start his conversation, because that is where the birth of Wi-Flix started.
You think you're in the passion for me, jumping onto this white beautiful idea, is the fact that you've seen the lapses and the gaps in the media space. We know Nigeria doing really well into that, needing the fourth, and Ghana also following suit. But there's one thing having access to the content, and another thing having internet to stream or to watch the content as we want it. So knowing and picking learnings and experiences from the industry, we decided to serve our users with authentic, originally African-made content, on our platform. And the beauty about this is getting Africans to tell our own story, to change the narrative for Africa. but also building more like a production hub in Africa. It could be in Ghana, in Nigeria, or it could be in Kenya. Help the industry to really sanitize the system.
And I think it's taking the lead in what next you talk about thin original pipelets. That we need one few months ago, and the most people take it of the kind of quality in this on their mobile phones, either X and the linear TV. What is time for? What the goal needs, clean up the app. Really, you have access to get content. You don't think or it. And that's my to me. And I think you started really well with a massive European scene server. And then you are yet you keep up.
They see then Wi-Flix is customizing the platform to suit the ordinary African. So with as low as 50 naira, okay, any African person on his mobile phone is able to reach and watch that kind of authentic African content we have on our platform. And the beauty about this is we are not just serving you content, but also enabling you with data. And which is why we partner with the telecom companies. In Nigeria, we are working with NTN. In Kenya, we are with Safaricom, TN and Vodafone and all of that. See, and we guys want the data space.
I mean, for us, it's in terms of, every company we want to see ourselves grow. We want to see ourselves as part of the big, part of the biggest stakeholders in the industry. But three basics. We start for accessibility and affordability of that speed. So accessibility in the sense of every African being able to access every game made as Africans. So you can pick up your phone and access every content. The last thing is affordability or united affordability. So creating all of them paying people $17 a month, $10 a month is waiting the month that to be able to stream. Even you can give you access to Wi-Flix on itself. We know that you need to buy data. If you're accessible, you're affordable and flexible, the numbers will know how to take yourself and know how to say no to you just lying down and you continue building what you need to build to achieve what you need to achieve. And that I think in every sense, with every business, there's always a better than I always say in most of the places that I speak. We all know one part more thing. We can tell you like all the stuff that you've done right to make these big breakthroughs. All the successful people you see, it is not as plain as you see. To us, one plus, somebody started something and became big, and there's always an element.
What we have done is to create a bridge between big production houses, such that the work or the creation of the web production houses can be seen on Wi-Flix and other platforms as well.
Tech innovation and lifestyle. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel. www.youtube.com/DigiVation Network.